Hi, hello to everyone come from every part of the world, and thank you for your visiting. Appreciate for your waiting for this program. The Krystle Show has been a long time not be recorded, so I have another plan that to combine all my programs into one one turn that is called Krystle Show. So you will in the future you will not see the Sunday Low Day, the Krystle Talk of the World, or other programs that is called others name. So I will combine all the programs into one producing. So every video you will see that will be called Krystle Show. So that is my very sincere will. So I want to show so many way and aspects of me. So hope people would accept it. So that will make my Krystle Show more abundantly and more colorful and more spectacular. So and anything, just you have problem or you have the recommendation, or you feel I can just be more amendment. So welcome to email to me and tell me how I could make it better. Okay, today's Krystle Show, I want to talk about just a little bit the domestic policy. Whatever the Taiwan or United States. In Taiwan, we have some problem about the vaccine, and it is really a problem that the government could not cope with it. So maybe you will think Taiwan has been the very good example for the prevention of a pandemic, but still in the country inside the domestic situations, we still have so many questions and the situation that is very bad about the vaccine. But the day will pass away, so we just encounter and experience all the things that is changing to be better. So it is a class we have to learn how to make the balance between the people and the government. Today, all the people to get vaccinated is very good will, but not all the people need to get vaccine. So, so we will see when we just allowed people to get the vaccine, and the vaccine is made by the domestic factory. But in a few days, just 4 days, we find there is 4 people just died of the vaccine, the vaccinated. So that is very serious. So we will all very frightened about this. So it is a problem. So we have to solve it and to cope with it. and to make a very good comprehension, to think about and well bewildering how it is happened. So it is the situation in Taiwan that is very very little things if you just compare it with the United States. But I want to say that President Biden is a very good president. Although there is still so many people that is supporting to Trump, they still have some comments and some complaining about the Mr. Biden. So, but we have to accept it and acknowledge that President Biden really do so many and so many endeavor and efforts and all his spirit on his policy. Although the domestic policy or the international affairs, so he is a very intelligent and diligent president. So you have to precious you have this president like this. So although till now, because the issue occurred from the Afghanistan, the Taliban. So the issue occurred. So we just discovered there is so much and so many policy and the executive expression from the government. The comment is so just not very well. So not only in the United States, although in Taiwan we talk about international issue and news, when we talk about the United States, recently the commentators in Taiwan just to talk about the President Biden just face and encounter the difficulties and the struggling in his political career. So they will see and they can just predict that in the future the Biden government will going down. But I have to actually to say something that is real. Not all the successful way is always blooming beautiful flowers. We could see just all the purgatory or just all the difficulties or just all the paths full of stones and full of horrible animals. So the ways or the paths toward the successful ending, there is not always blooming beautiful flowers. So you have to accept it. The man thought if the policy are good, people should think about it. When we accepted the policies, we have to give the response to the government. And between among the government and the people, we have to do the good communications, and the interactions must be very very well and smoothly and efficient. So that is the important point, to make all the policy to be better, better, and better, and to the perfect. So we have to do all the things that is right and support the president you just select. Remember, President Biden is the highest is the higher vote that the president, the candidate you had selected. So you have to trust him. The Biden's team, always stay there, and always stand by for the people they always concerned about. So remember that if the policy are good, if the team are good, if the president is so sincere and is so earnest, and all the country and the people is all in his heart, he's always thinking about how make the country better. That is the main point and the very, very important and significant part to see if the president is a very responsible president. So if a country if a country have to be run very, very well and very prosperous, so we have see if the people and the government have a very, very good interaction, and the communication is very, very efficient and well. So to solve a problem is the main thought and the main point. Not always relied on the policy from the government. People is another important reason why the country can be always on a very hopeful and very fantastic and fabulous standard. So the one thing I just want to talk is you have to pay trust and faithful meaning, faithful feeling to the country and the government, especially the President Biden. So accept it and to resolve all the problems. Not only rely on the government and all the people don't do anything, just waiting. That is unnecessary and unuseful. So you have to remember that if a country needs to and has to be very, very prosperity and very, very hopeful and successful, people and the government has always running up. So don't just think about the government has going down or very, 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 very weakness. That is very, 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 I feel is not very responsible thought. So if you have the right and correct thought, you have to think about when the policy convey and to make all the people to execute and to practice. So people to have to try and to give the feedback. and to solve all the problems, to make all the things, the policy to be better. So that is the main thought. So always hold the hope and hold the faith that the President Biden who you select in the 2020 election. So the 4 years is always long time, so you have to live the long time still. So if you want to just make all the things into very tragedy or just a very very bad situation anyway. So if the things and the environment is going to the worst, and finally just discover just originally I have to do something to respond to the government. I have to help and to begin the system to make the country better. Don't do the things that you regret. Just start to do all the things that are correct. Just you find that it's time to do something and to action, to do something that is very meaningful and useful, that is always not be late. Okay, this is today I want to share. So remember that the president is good, the policy is good. What is worse is just all the people not just running up together to make the country better. So if you want the nation to be successful and hopeful and prosperity, all the people has to be running up to give it the heart, to give it the help and your heart, and to solve the problems together. That is very, very important. Okay, this is today I want to tell with you and share my very, very ability and very, very aware, rarely and not very high and very useful. Just share my little thought with you. Hope all the things could be a very useful nutrition for your thinking. So anything anyway. So hope you could have a very good thought or idea to see your country in another aspect. Okay, this is today's Krystle Show, and I hope you have a very good mood and a very good aspect to your country. So we'll see you next time. Bye bye.